Hey everyone, welcome to The Scary Door. I'm Chris, this is Bill.
And today we are reviewing Rebirth. It is a movie, a Frank and S type movie, actually, you would probably call it, Chris,
Yes, definitely.
about a daughter who passes away from disease and about a grieving mother, and they try and
And she comes back to life.
to laugh,
Yeah,
but it's not everything what you seem.
no, exactly right. And I, so when you say it like that, so when you, when you watch the trailer, it kind of gives like off a horror vibe.
It
I
does.
feel.
It does.
I feel it wasn't a horror.
It most definitely was not a horror.
I wouldn't go into this movie thinking it was a horror movie. It is definitely not a horror movie. It's not a it definitely has horror and thriller elements, but it's mostly on the drama side. But definitely,
Just an R-rated, MA-rated
yeah, yeah,
drama
yeah, yeah, yeah. But definitely, definitely crazy kind of Frankenstein
to a point
doctor.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
because we'll
it's
talk about it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
after review.
But as we go on, but feel it has very confronting elements
It does,
in the
yes.
movie.
Yeah.
Like it starts off pretty confronting. You see a mother who's having a seizure, who's also giving birth. You have no idea what's happening.
No. And that's what I kind of liked about the start of the
Yeah, yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
Or the first, three quarters of the way.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
That
yeah.
mystery,
Yeah, yeah,
I guess the suspense as well.
yeah.
Um,
We have a like in the story we have a caring mother, Celia, who is played by the lady who is off Scrubs, yeah? She was on
she's
Scrubs.
also the therapist at A Smile.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
another movie that I quite enjoyed.
Oh, there you go. I don't think I've seen that.
Well, add it to the list, Christopher.
Yeah, I reckon. So she's caring mother with one child, and the child dies of meningitis.
I didn't even know it was meningitis. There you
Yeah,
go. Okay.
yeah. Actually, I called it something else. Yeah, again, I watched it with Elsie, and
Yeah.
she was like, "No, it was it was meningitis." Um, and then so you've got one side of the story. They have the caring mother with the child, and then the other side of the story, you've got a crazy. You could all. She's not
She
crazy.
does
She's just very
autopsies.
devoted.
She's not a doctor. She does autopsies, like that kind of lady. Is that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
she
yeah.
still classifies herself as a doctor. Because
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
because remember the guy is like how
Actually,
she's in the hospital.
yeah,
She's
you're
like,
right.
"That's Doctor
Yeah, you're
Casper."
right. You're right. And she's
Yeah,
just being all weird.
yeah. She's complete weirdo.
Yeah.
Pros of the movie, I reckon it had great character development.
Yes, the acting was.
The acting was great, especially by the little girl.
Yeah, yeah.
That was awesome,
And I love the body horror. They did really well with the body horror. Like it was
man. Like the
the.
medical gore
Mm-hmm.
was really well
And I
done.
can't stand needles. They just scare me. So if you don't like needles, this movie's got plenty of it.
Yeah, yeah. It's got turkey basting.
Mm,
God.
beautiful.
So the little girl dies. She's brought back to life by Dr. Casper, and then the only way to keep her living is through kind of is it blood transfusions,
Yeah,
but
and like
from fetus tissue.
yeah, fetus tissue blood transfusion. It has to be her.
Yeah,
Sort of.
yeah.
That's why she was so excited when, well, not excited, I say, but like really intrigued when
Oh,
Leela,
oh yeah, the little girl.
The daughter came in, and she's seeing the same blood type, which is apparently a rare blood type.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
So
right.
that's
Yeah.
why she decided to steal her and take her back to her apartment and
Mm,
start doing some pretty weird
yeah. Experiments.
experiments.
And then you learn through the movie as well that she, like, this isn't her first time doing it.
No,
She's done it. So she has no, there's kind of like, she has no real connection with humans, I feel. Like, she was doing tests on her mother.
I think it was the upbringing too, though, because her mother was very strange.
Yeah,
When
that's
they
right.
explained from the early,
She was a biologist.
mm-hmm, and made
And
her do experiments on like the
yeah. they did experiments on stuff.
Uh,
From 8, I think she said. So Dr. Casper was doing experiments with her mum from a very early age, and you kind of learn that she's a bit disconnected from people. From So what she does is she was to keep going with her experiments. She was having these. She was impregnating herself, and
yeah,
the man at the bar, she just didn't care. She goes and wanks
very.
him off in the toilet.
She's got no empathy, no.
Yeah, no,
There's no
yeah,
feeling.
no, yeah,
It's very,
no. She's
very.
very disconnected.
Yeah,
And that was played great. Like she comes across as just a complete weirdo.
yeah. She's very distant from society.
Yeah. So Bilbo, what were your pros and cons, you reckon, about the movie?
I might tell you my rating first, and then I can tell you
Yeah,
the
yeah,
reasons
yeah.
why. So
Okay.
I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Did you really?
Five.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
It was a 7
Yep.
until about midway. Oh,
Yep.
not midway, probably the last half an hour of the movie.
Okay.
I was expecting a lot more horror from the trailer, and
Yeah.
there's a lot more interesting things they could have really delved into, which they never did.
Yep.
Um, and there was one major point of the film that I just didn't quite get, and they didn't really explain it, which I wish they did.
Mm.
So I gave it a 6 to a 7 at probably the first half because of the atmosphere, the way they brought the actors in, and how their storylines behind it, I guess. But what I didn't like about it is I wish they explained more about the mother, because I have a feeling her mother was in the pig.
Ah.
What I picked up on.
Ah, okay. So a bit of splicing going on.
Well, that's what I picked up on. I wish they explored that a bit more, because the
Okay.
pig died and she brought the pig back to life.
Yeah.
And when Layla killed the pig, it didn't feel that impactful, and I thought it
Yeah.
was going to lead from a horror, more from horror from
Same.
there. And I was pretty
Same.
excited
Same.
when she butchered the pig, which I was really pissed off about.
Yeah. But
Um,
yeah, same. You think, okay, shit's gonna get.
yeah,
Yeah.
which it never did.
No,
She
man,
killed the
yeah.
she just killed the pig, and then it led to a whole different path that I didn't expect, which it wasn't what I quite enjoyed.
Man, I totally agree. I think they could have done so much, especially with I know it's been killed to death before, but like the baby monitor and stuff,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
I don't know, I thought there was going to be so much more with the
You can do cliches well.
yeah, dude,
Every movie
exactly.
does them
Yeah, yeah,
terribly, but you can do
yeah.
cliches well, which this would be. I don't know, the world they were building
Mm,
had opportunities for a lot of things, which they never did.
yeah.
And
Man, yeah, I totally agree.
so, what did you give it, Christopher?
I gave it I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Okay, so
I thought
so
I
you thought it
got
was slightly above average. I thought it was an average film. I gave it 5. I wouldn't rave on about it. I wouldn't tell people to go watch it.
yeah,
I
dude.
just feel it's a movie. I watched it.
Man, that is exactly nearly what I said to Elsie
It is
last
what it
night.
is. Yeah. Okay.
I think it had great acting,
Hmm.
especially the little girl. I reckon she pulled off like at the start being like a typical child and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And when she's brought back to life, she really plays it well by kind of like almost she's almost like primal again, like
Yeah.
with the motor skills
Yeah.
and the talking. I think it had great acting. I think great character development, and look, a great. Thought the story was pretty cool. They were my pros. The lacking was, I think there was no peak in the movie. I
No.
found it was plateau.
It got up there in plateau. I was
Yep,
seeing the
it
same
was the
thing.
whole
Yeah.
thing the whole way.
There was
It
that
was
little bit at the end,
yeah, but
which
nothing really come of it.
no, it just happened.
Yeah, I felt they could have done so much more,
Yeah.
and it's such a shame because it was really.
And by the way, this is another Shutter film. Like this is well, not
Oh,
another.
what? Yeah, it is
So it's on
too.
Shutter, which we'll be reviewing When
Yeah,
Evil Lurks, or Evil
that will be
Bear
the
When Evil
next
Lurks, which
video.
is another Shutter film.
Yeah, it is
But
too. Yeah, you're right.
so
Look, I think it was like, yeah, it was. I loved, like, it made me like cringe. So not cringe in a bad way. I mean cringe with like the medical
Mm,
violence
like
around it.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, and especially with the whole her aborting her baby so she can
Hmm.
get, like, that was really messed up.
It
Like the
was.
whole thing was just, it was pretty full on.
Yeah,
But it was just sad. There was nothing that really took it off.
I was hoping for more of a horror. It was a perfect opportunity for her, the little girl,
Yeah,
Leela, to really
yeah,
run a bit of havoc through the movie, which it never did. She just come alive.
yeah.
She died.
Pretty
The
much.
mother went out and butchered. Oh, I didn't butcher it, but she
Yeah,
killed a
yeah,
fairly 30-week pregnant lady
yeah,
because she was her blood type
yeah.
to use
That's right. To keep
her
her daughter alive.
to keep her
Man,
daughter
and
alive.
that was cool. Like, that's when I think it could have had another hour. Like, that could have been the starting point to that
Exactly. Well,
movie.
even midway, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah. Of something awesome happening. I feel like the end was so rushed.
yeah.
It was really leading to something, because I ran out of time watching it the first night, so I had to watch like the last half hour the next night. And I remember when it was all kind of happening, like I could see that I only had a little bit to go, and I was like,
Mm,
"What?
yeah.
Like this is just getting good now." And then it
Yeah.
was just like, bleh, and that
Yeah.
was it. And the end was just, anyway. It was just, I was really disappointing. The storyline was plateau, but everything else, like, it was just such a shame. The acting was amazing. The effects were
Mm,
really good.
hmm.
The uncomfortableness, like, it was good, but it's just a shame it was never executed that well.
I just wish they did more on
Yeah.
Dolores Casper. I wish they did delve more into her backstory with her mother, because I just feel like they just and the pig. I want to know more about the pig.
Oh,
I love the pig,
dude,
and when Layla killed the pig, fuck her.
dude,
I'm glad she was dead after that point.
well, I thought the way that I thought the movie was going to happen was, because the pig was brought back to life first. It
Yeah,
was 2 months prior before it'd been alive for 2 months before the little girl was brought back to life.
yeah.
So they keep showing shots of the pig, like, kind of looking, like, looks at the camera.
That's what I mean.
I thought the
Like,
pig's gonna go
yeah,
crazy, and then they're gonna go, well, what's gonna happen to Leela?
Layla. Yeah,
And it just, it never went that way.
no,
But so 5 out of 10 from you, Bilbo,
5. Yes,
and a 6 out of 10 from
it
me.
was. At the start, I was saying I was a 6 to 7. Like
Yeah,
I up in the 7 territory. If it probably even higher if it led to that horror, but it never did. It just plateaued to a more of
man.
what parents will do for their children
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
meaning behind it, which
It's- Yeah, and there were a couple of little dumb things as well, like just coincidences, like, I don't know, like how they both lived in the same building.
yeah.
Like, that was a little bit annoying and all that. Like, I mean, but apart from that, I don't know, I'm a little bit disappointed. I really thought, because I'd never heard of the movie.
No, until you brought it up, I'd never heard of it either.
Yeah, so I thought this was going to be like a surprise, like another movie we'll talk
Pretty sure
about.
it's got good reviews as well online.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching our review. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time. See you later.
I guess.